already know your boy had to turn on the headlights. Let me explain to you something. The carnival is a trap. Carnivals and fairs are traps. Let me explain. Nigga, have you ever found this weird that if you go to a carnival, there's always some shit going on? Like, what I mean by that is you can go to a carnival and nothing go down, but at some carnivals, you got like teenagers there and a shootout is bound to happen for some reason. It's because, let me explain, bro. The fair is fun as hell. So the government knows this, that everybody's gonna go to the fair. So haven't you found that weird that the fair is always in the same spot? Man, make a theory about that. But man, the carnival is just like a trap for the simple fact is you put all these thousands of teenagers in the same spot. You don't make enough rides for everybody. Thousands, the lines is filled with hundreds of people each ride. And all you got to do is talk to your friends and talk to girls and just eat food at the carnival. You really ain't got shit to do because the carnival rides is always full. I'm talking about at nighttime. If you've been at daytime, then yeah, nothing of that's gonna happen. That's why if I go to the carnival, I might just go in daytime because I ain't got time to be dealing with that shit. I'm in condition to fight people, but I don't need to do that. I don't need that on my record. Like, so as I was explaining, you be thousands of kids in these situations. See, we're gonna have natural cutters. What I call these people is bot-ass niggas that think they just can walk in the line. Walk in the line. I had this shit happen to me before. Somebody told that motherfucker to go back in the back of the line. I forgot who did that, but yes, I hate that shit. Niggas skip you in line and shit, bro. I know, but that's some bot shit, but they skip you in line, bro. You might not get mad at it. You might tell them to move. They might just be like, no. If they just say no, bro, just leave it at that because you don't need to be fighting no niggas. That's just stupid. But say, if you have this one dude with all his friends, and this one dumbass nigga just decides to skip, this is why you don't skip, decides to skip all these people. And it's about 16 of those teenagers all going on the same ride. You skipped all of them. You be dumb as hell if you really thought a motherfucker wasn't going to say something to you. Like say, what the fuck is you doing out here, bro? What the fuck is this? Like, I don't know what you thought this was, but if you think 16 niggas is just going to let you skip them and not say nothing, you got it dead wrong. Somebody going to try and impress somebody, so somebody's going to just say, what you doing? And if you try and be like that one dumb dude that's just like, I'm just skipping the line or something like that, automatically they might just jump you. Unless you have 16 other people. And 16 other people, right? 16 other people skip 16 other people. Those 16 other people, like, it just happened to be a brawl. 16 on 16, 16 on 12, 16 on 10, 16 on 2 maybe. Just say a brawl happens, right? You telling me 32 niggas fighting, bro. 32 dumbass teenagers fighting. You think a nigga don't have a weapon on them? Yes. This is where it gets to carnival's a trap. Somebody's gonna shoot that motherfucker. I don't know who, but a dumbass motherfucker gonna really try and shoot it. The simple fact is he's not smart enough to comprehend his consequences. Like I said, there's consequences to your actions. Nigga, you gotta die. I like saying that last part, nigga, you gotta die, but extreme measures, you just get locked up. But let's just say 16, they brawl. Let's say it's not a knife. It's some brass knuckles. You hit somebody with a brass knuckle, bro. Like, say this dude was big or strong and hits you with a brass knuckle in the face of your, like, in your face. Or say like an innocent bystander's right there. You dodge that punch. It hits a female. And then that female had 16 other dudes with him. It's going to start a whole nother situation. Or She just by herself and she got a concussion off of what you just did. That's assault. Because she had nothing to do with it. You had nothing to do with pulling a gun out, no, pulling out some brass knuckles on another person. Like I said, man, if you felt like you was gonna lose, man, niggas just like shit. I don't condone using weapons, but if you gotta defend yourself, use weapons. But in a stupid situation like this, where it's just a brawl, and like you the person that skipped them, or they the person that skipped you, you don't need to use brass knuckles. You can just take that L. I'm sorry to have to tell you, you're just gonna have to take that L. Cause you pull out that brass knuckle in front of thousands of teenagers and thousands of grown ass people, nigga, you going to jail, bro. Shit. But yeah, let me just keep explaining the 16 on 16. No, say if it wasn't brass knuckles and it was a knife. Now we gotta deal with a whole different situation. A knife is way more deadlier than a gun. Let me explain why. When you stab someone, it feels like it's not as intense as a gunshot. It's like not even like it's way more than half of a gunshot, but it's not as tense as a gunshot. But if you stab somebody, it's kind of like a gun. You pull that knife out, they gonna bleed out, especially in like 30 minutes. So if you stab this nigga like 7 times or 30 times, niggas gonna die like in like 10 minutes. So somebody's gonna have to have 10 minutes to get him. And some people don't even realize that they're stabbed. And say if you brawling with 16 other dudes, bro, your natural response is just gonna be able to pull the weapon out and try and shake someone. And trust me, if somebody shanks somebody, they're not gonna stop probably. That's why I say it's best to go to a carnival or a fair at daytime, not at nighttime. Like I would go to at nighttime, but now that I think about it, it's kind of really stupid. So if you get stabbed, you most likely might die. And you might die very quickly. The carnival is going to get on the news, but guess what? The carnival is going to be open next year. You know why? Because it's a fucking trap. You haven't found it weird that it's a shootout almost every fucking carnival, and they have that motherfucker open every fucking year. It's a trap, bro. So shank somebody, yeah, most likely they're gonna die. But last but not least, a gun. Say you're fighting with 16 other people, and you're 16 other people, like they're just brawling. Say the cops was coming, people was running, your dumbass is running, or like some other person is running, and then they just fire a gun. See, when people fire guns, they're either gonna be scared. So if they fire that gun, they fire it one time, say it hits a kid or a girl or someone that had nothing to do with this situation, you probably going to jail for life. And you go to jail for life even if you shoot the right dude. So what's the point of bringing guns to carnivals? Guns to carnivals, yeah, bring it for protection, because these dumbass motherfuckers will try and do the same to you. But don't bring a gun to a fist fight. I know it goes, don't bring a knife, or like don't bring your hands to a fist, like a gunfight. At the same time, just have your gun for protection, but don't bring, just have your gun out in your pants, but don't shoot it for a fist fight, man. It's not worth it. Unless the dude pulls out some brass knuckles, which even if he has some brass knuckles, you might be able to just put him in the chokehold or restrain him. If you don't know how to do that and he's hitting you with the brass knuckles, then it's right to shoot him. Then you have the right, because he's using a weapon. He's literally physically harming you with the weapon. So yeah, all them kids out there fighting and shit. Like shit, I might still go to the fair at night, but I'm just I know how fun it is to go to the fair at night. I'm going to the fair at night too, but at the same time, be aware of the situations, bro. Try and avoid them. Try and avoid these people, because I went to the fair with my friend last 2 years ago, but man, we had a blast, but we wasn't really messing with nobody, so nobody was gonna mess with us. And if somebody skipped me, then oh well, it's just a ride, so it's not that big of a deal. See, when people skip in lunch lines, I care. But if it's at a fair where you know there's not really much cops and it's a trap for people to kill themselves anyway, then don't risk it at all. But yeah, and oh, you thought we was done with the fair? No, we got one more specific thing to talk about. Niggas go missing at the fair. This is a fact. Let me explain how. You telling me it's over 1,000 niggas at one fair? You telling me a nigga ain't gonna go missing? Bro, they know that these black people and other races are at this fair, so they gonna just drive up, take kids, and if it's a demon, no, or if it's sex trafficking, then shit. This is why I say, bro, don't bring I'm looking at it like this now. If you gonna bring your little kid to the fair, don't have like a teenager have a teenager watching him, but have multiple teenagers watching him, so they won't just do some dumb shit and ditch him. Because if they ditch him, he's in the risk. Because it's 1,000 niggas up there, so if a kid goes missing, nobody's gonna notice. Like just like school, bro, people go missing all the time and then come back. That shit weird. If you ever watch Us, in the movie Us, she got taken by her clone, bro. The same thing can happen to you at a carnival or a fair, bro. You go to like exclusive site where it's just only you, bro. Something can happen to you. Or you bring a 5-year-old to a place, he could get attacked, and then basically switch with the 5-year-old, basically. Or like they already got clones of they don't have clones of everybody, but they got clones of people at low vibration and people that they already know what people do and stuff, so they got clones and shit. So watch out, watch your kids at the fair. Cause me telling you watch your kids at the fair, that's a life lesson, bro. Cause man, they out here snatching kids at the fair, bro. Like, bro. And this one dude was this shit sounds scary, but some people at the fair already know what's going down. It's thousands and thousands of people at a fair at one night, and it's at nighttime. They got vans up there ready to snatch kids. What I mean by snatch kids is snatch kids that are going out of bounds. Meaning, have you ever just watched one like the movie scenes where somebody's walking past somebody getting kidnapped but he didn't notice? The same thing could happen. Say like some girl is just walking from the fair on her phone, talking to somebody, not really paying attention to her surroundings. And I say mostly girls have straps. She don't have no straps. She don't have no protection on her. 13 dudes or 3 dudes wait for her, grab her up, put them in the van. It's a wrap. That's the sad truth. So, watch what the hell you bring to basically watch yourself at the carnival, bro. Because nobody's responsible for your actions. Full moon right there. GG. Man, we have been having full moons all night. Bro, I think that, I'm telling you guys, there's a shift happening. But yeah, don't bring people to the carnival. The carnival is a trap. You telling me there's 13,000 people at a carnival? No, like 13,000 or 3,000 people at a carnival? You telling me a nigga not gonna get snatched up? I'm telling you, they out here killing kids, taking people. They out here doing a lot of shit right in front of your eyes, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, if you were to go to carnival and just walk around the carnival, you see a lot of sketchy dudes just there. Shit, I'm gonna test that out next year. But I know for a fact, even though I didn't test this out, I know for a fact there's gotta be like some sketchy niggas just looking. So if you walk around for the fair, chances are you might see something that you don't want to see. And I'm telling you, bro, if you see something you don't want to see, my nigga, They gonna kill you too. Here why? Because you're a witness and they don't want people to know what they're really doing. People already, damn, what the fuck was that? That was a walking shadow looking ass. Oh, hell no. That shit was not funny, bro. I just saw like walking shadow motherfucker just like nigga, I don't even know if that was real or not, but that nigga, bro, like my neighbors out here looking at me, so I'm just like, man, I'm straight, bro. This nigga out here just snatching niggas up. He ain't about to snatch me up, bro. Fuck that. But yeah, that's the carnival. Don't go to the carnival. It's filled with demons. Filled with low vibrational teenagers and low vibrational people. So don't go to the fair, bro.